Hello everyone and welcome back to this next lecture. So in this lecture I'm going to describe a few tips on how to complete this course in the best possible manner. Now of course some of these are pretty obvious, but some of these I would say are specific to the nature of this course. So first and foremost, try to watch all the videos at least once, right? And take your time with this course. Do not try to just binge watch all of them over a weekend. Instead, try to watch all the videos, try to perform the simulations, and also try to write the code for the microcontroller and observe the waveforms, right? So first and foremost, like I said, as I program and as I work on the microcontroller, try to do the same simultaneously. So therefore, create the projects on Code Composer Studio and program along with me while watching the videos, right? Don't simply watch the videos and leave everything for later. Rather program along with me as you watch the videos. Next is observe all the gate pulses in the oscilloscope. Therefore, actually perform the experiments, write the programs, execute it, and using an oscilloscope, measure the gate pulses and observe them for yourself. And as I said, I will show you ways in which you can verify that your code is correct by using the debug mode in Code Composer Studio and making changes and observing the results in the gate pulses, right? So this is something that I'll show you in case you have this question in your mind. How can I verify my code and make sure that my strategy is correct? These are things which I will describe in this course. Second, run the QSpice simulations and analyze the control blocks before each microcontroller project. So I will do that as well in this course, and I would suggest that you do the same as well. So therefore, always use the QSpice simulations as your base, because that is the idea behind this course. The idea behind this course is how do you start from a simulation and move on to hardware implementation, right? So this is the very important aspect of this course. So therefore, do the same as I do. Run the QSpice simulations when I run them, analyze the results, and also check out how the control has been written in each and every control block for every simulation. Now, this course is all about PWM strategies, which means we are talking about gating pulses every time. So every now and then I will ask you to draw different timing diagrams or gate pulses, right? Or other waveforms on paper and figure out how we generate them. So therefore, this is especially when we are analyzing gate pulses on our oscilloscopes, this becomes even more important. You will need to actually make sure that the gate pulses that you're seeing on your oscilloscope are correct. And the only way for you to do that is quite often to draw waveforms on a piece of paper and verify that what you can see on the paper and what you see on the oscilloscope are exactly the same. So with almost every example, I will provide a few challenges that you can try out. So go ahead and try these challenges out. Do not just leave them for just watching the videos. Instead, try these challenges out, and if you face any issues, again, post in the Q&A forum and I'll be happy to help you. The most important thing is, if you have any doubt, use the Q&A forum. I keep repeating this in every lecture that use the Q&A forum if you have any doubts or you face any issues, right? And I try to answer questions in this Q&A forum as soon as possible. I usually try to do it within a few hours. I am located in Canada, so therefore if your question is posted at a time in the middle of the night in Canada, you will have to wait until morning time in Canada. But usually I try to answer questions within a few hours, right? To try not to reach out to me on social media like LinkedIn or Facebook or any of those things. Most of the time I get a lot of messages and they just simply disappear. In the sense, a lot of them are garbage and spam. So it's difficult to answer all questions that are posted to me on social media or which are emailed. So if you try to find my email somewhere and email it to me, I cannot guarantee that I will answer your question, right? If you use the Q&A forum, I can try my best to answer as soon as possible. The only thing is, when you do have an error or you face an issue, try to give as many details of the error as possible, such as provide screenshots, take photos of your oscilloscope, whatever it is, give me as much information as possible when you're describing an error. Sometimes people just ask questions like this is not working, but that's not enough for me to know what the error is. I need to know what the error is in terms of the screenshot. That is, if this is a compile error, show me the screenshot of the compile window and describe exactly that this is the error so that I can tell you what needs to be done. Besides what is the content of this course, you are welcome to start discussions on any topic in Power Engineering. If it is not a part of this course, I may not be able to answer it directly. I may be able to just refer you to other resources, but you are always welcome to use the Q&A forum even for things which are not specifically in this course. So, with this, I will now formally start this particular course because now we have completed the introduction. If any of this was not clear to you, again, like I said, use the Q&A forum and I'll be happy to help you. Otherwise, I will see you in the next lecture where we will begin this course. Thank you so much for listening and see you soon. Goodbye for now.